Let us assume we have a scene where we have a short camera loaded through Alembic archive, and we have a layout, and there are some anim characters. So with this we can build our scene, and we have some FX elements where we are doing this simulation in other groups, but finally for rendering we are having these geometry nodes where we have render prefix for each of them. So these are the prerequisites for our LOP tree builder tool to build the Solaris network. So the tool automatically loads your short camera, which is coming from Alembic archive. It will also load any other existing cameras, but it will choose the Alembic archive as default. Then user has the option to add resolution, and the scene geometries like layout and anim will be loaded here, which you can select. Whatever you want to build the flow to, you have to select that manually. And the render geometry node, which are the FX elements, that will be loaded here in Render Geo node. In that you have to also select them and uh, to build the tree. So let us go in stage first, and we can see that there is nothing in this stage. In this shadow layer is a toggle, so if you want to create a shadow for any specific network, you can create that. And then let us build the scene. So we can see that it automatically built the whole scene, and we can see it has loaded the camera and put it in the cam destination. It created a sky node of Karma sky, and then it loaded layout BG and put it in destination object. It created anim character import and put it in object mode, and then it created a full tree for your FX element. So your FX element is loaded, then it has a material library, it has a sign material where the element is loaded. Right now the material is empty, but we can keep some predefined materials based on your FX element name to be created in the material library. And then there are two nodes of render geometry settings just to keep any custom settings for your element. And at the last it also creates comma render settings where the output picture is defined, the camera is defined, the resolution is defined based on the path you have given here, and then there is USD ROP output. It is the same flow, but here since we selected the shadow layer, it has created a separate branch for shadow with the proper suffix. In this you will see that you have two render geometry settings to change the setups, and you have a render output node where you have proper naming convention for your shadow. And suppose you have built the scene, but later on you decide that you want to create shadow for your FX element, then you can do that as well. So here the thing is, whatever is selected it will build, but it will be a non-destructive method because it recognizes the earlier made flows and it automatically creates in the correct channel with proper naming convention. And sometimes it may happen that you created a new render geometry, so then we will see that the tool reads that also automatically. If you refresh it, it read Render Geo node, and if we go in stage, now we can see that the render fxb is not loaded, so we can select it, and suppose we do not want to connect it from anim character, but we just need to connect it with layout bg, so we will only select layout bg and select render fxb. Even if these layers are selected, it won't make any difference because they are already in the scene. So let us see if what happens if we select render fxb and build the tree again. So you can see that it connected it from the layout bg and it ignored character, and from there it created the same hierarchy with proper naming structure, and um, even the camera, if you want to update, what we can do is we can update the camera here, and we will just put anything arbitrary, 2048 2048, and build the scene again. So it added fxp and it changed the camera resolution, and after that again the requirement came to add the shadow layer for fxp, and for that, even if you select here or don't select, it is totally up to you. It will follow the proper hierarchy and connect it with proper fx element. So yeah, that's it. And if you want to see it in the scene, let us check. And here it will show this, and since this does not have anything, it will show this. Okay, thank you.